Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. And in this video, I'm going to quickly decode Michael Arrington's tweet that he put out today about the 3rd of December. But first, I want to point out this very bold Bitcoin prediction. This comes from Citi, and the senior Citibank analysts made a very grandiose prediction for Bitcoin in an official communication to institutional clients. And in this announcement, even drawing on some comparisons with the gold market of the 1970s. Now, he says that Bitcoin has a very good chance of reaching 318,000 by year-end 2021. That would be a market cap size should Bitcoin maintain its 64 to 66% dominance. That will be huge because there'll be still a lot of money that flows out into the other alternative projects. And even though people say there's thousands of projects, really only about 150 to 200 of them get any serious speculative money. So that would mean that there was going to be some really amazing price action should Bitcoin truly reach that $318,000 price that he predicts. I don't know. It's just, though, one thing is for sure, we're in a very exciting time to be involved in this crypto space. And so if you are in the XRP community, you probably are well aware of the blockchain backer. If not, you need to check him out. He is doing one of the best jobs for chart reading and following price. But when you look outside of the community, there is a Bitcoin bull and a pretty well-known crypto analyst among the Bitcoiners, whose name is Timothy Peterson. He wrote the book Metcalfe's Law as a model of Bitcoin's value, and he has a very interesting tweet that he put out on November 8th. It's got my attention because there wasn't any price action happening for XRP at that time. And he said, I know it doesn't look like much, but this is XRP's lowest price forward. I think people will be surprised at Ripple's performance in 2021. He obviously isn't in the community because Ripple is the company and XRP is the digital asset, but I'm sure he'll get that soon. And he goes on to say it will probably have its best year since 2017 and maybe outperform Bitcoin. I'm impressed. And he is going to be doing some metrics on XRP over the next few days. So if you go to the N Squared Crypto on Twitter, you might be able to check out what he is talking about. Now, as far as the liquidity index goes, and especially in the Mexican corridor, sorry, I think everybody's waking up on Telegram in the US. As far as liquidity goes for the Mexican corridor, the Philippine peso, and the euro, there is some very noticeable volume spikes over the last couple of days. So I tried to figure out what's going on, and I thought maybe I could find something going on in Thailand with the RippleNet partner and exchange BitCub. Well, I found that the founder and CEO posted this picture of he and Brad Garlinghouse. But, you know, it's curious, but I think he was just really showing off because of the recent price action with XRP. And I say that with all due respect. And then I tried to see if I could find anything going on with SBI because there is the FX coin and foreign exchange swap test going on with XRP. Well, I did find that Mr. Kitao has his campaign in full swing for the SBI VC trade site, and it's a pretty good-sized billboard in Roppongi, which is a very affluent neighborhood in Tokyo, well known for its nightlife, especially among foreigners. It's not really my cup of tea. I like the adjacent neighborhoods next to it called Akasaka and Azabu Juban, but it's okay. it's maybe a fun place for you to visit if you come to Tokyo, especially at night. This placement is good though, because you can see down here, this is a Bitcoin ad for the DMM exchange, but this location, not only does he have good street view visibility, but also right here is the elevated expressway. So he's getting a lot of eyes on his billboard, with the billboard easily seen from the expressway. Yeah, I think it's a good location. And in regards to Mr. Kitao, his old boss, some 20 years ago, Masayoshi Son-san, he thought that the watching of price was just too far distracting. It was so distracting, he decided to sell his Bitcoin. And according to this Business Insider article, he sold at a loss because he just couldn't take the fact that it was ruining his focus. I think a lot of people in this space with the recent price movement can really relate to this, right? Okay, well, even though I couldn't find a solid link to a new ODL user, I did find a solid link to Flare Networks and the use of XRP, which is going to enhance liquidity. This is Mr. Garlinghouse. He is talking with Wave Financial. This video was uploaded on the 20th, only 123 views when I watched it. I want to thank Paul Ryan06 for pointing it out to me. And I think you want to listen to just this short portion here where Mr. Garlinghouse is talking about how super exciting that project is.
Things I also agreed with what Michael Saylor was talking about is I think all boats will rise in the crypto space. And so we have definitely been an advocate of what's good for crypto is good for Ripple. Flare is a separate company. It's not an initiative within Ripple, but it's a company we invested in about a year ago right now. And from my point of view, the simple view is let's combine the best components of what XRP represents, which is extremely fast settlement, with some of the best components of what Ethereum represents, smart contracts, as well as something they call Avalanche for consensus. And that helps extends XRP's utility and allows developers to create smart contracts for new use cases like lending, like derivatives. So, I think it's super exciting to watch the Flare, the team there build what they're building. I think it is early days, but I think it's indicative of all the different ways that you can use the XRP ledger and the advantages the XRP ledger has relative to some other blockchains.
Yeah, that's great. So the best of XRP and the best of Ethereum, along with Avalanche, and it is super exciting what that team is doing. I totally agree. Okay, let's take a look at that tweet from Michael Arrington. So December 3rd, crypto people, mark your calendars. I think I have decoded this. You can decide. In August, it was announced that Arrington was part of a $7 million raise for his, along with his buddy Dan Moorhead from Pantera Capital. And Pantera actually led that raise. And the project is called Akela. The Akela network is a financial hub of Polkadot. This project aims to issue the Akela dollar, and that is going to be at AUSD. It'll be a decentralized stablecoin that allows users to send and receive USD across the blockchains connected to Polkadot network. It's a pretty big deal. And, Arrington loves Polkadot. You can find this on his website, and you can also see that he retweets a lot of Polkadot news on Twitter. So Akela, on their live launch map, you can see here that in Q4 of 2020, the launch of Akela on Kusama via a parachain, and also the launch of Akela on Polkadot via this parachain, which is a side chain that runs parallel to the relay chain, is going to happen any moment now. So when you kind of just poke around out there, you can see that Polkadot Decoded is going to happen on December 3rd. And it will be a full program that talks about the building of ecosystems on parachains. And it is for newbies and for pros. And one of the speakers will be the CEO of Akela. And I think this is the event that Michael Arrington is pointing to. So we'll see if I'm correct, but I would say that this is it. All right, everybody, let's jump to the fluff. So there's a lot of zero carb meal offerings these days. You know, I've been covering a few. This is another one. It's the very first bunless burger from Burger King. This one happens to be extreme. Yeah, 1 pound of beef, but no bun. I think people are just sitting too much and maybe feeling like they've got to cut the carbs. This is going to cost a little bit of money. It is close to $15 US. That's a lot, but it does, I have to admit, look yummy. And then I want to just show you what is a new product here in Japan. It's available on Amazon. And I just wanted to show you 2 pictures to see if you could guess what it is. Here is the product folded out. Here is the product folded up. Do you have any idea? Well, it is a shield to protect your keyboard from any soup that might splash out of your hot noodles. You just unfold it. It has this clear pouch that you can drop your smartphone into and watch that while you grab a nice warm cup of noodles. You know, I know cup noodles is famous outside of Japan, but if you come to Japan, you'll find that there are hundreds of these flavors and manufacturers that make a very yummy noodle dish that all you have to do is add boiling water. And there's so many to choose from. And yeah, I think a lot of people in Japan are eating at their workstation like this. So I don't know. I think it's a great invention. Yeah, just for about $15, you can protect your keyboard. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.